Animal testing has a long history in scientific research. From ancient Greece to the present day, animals have been used to understand the human body. Early experiments often involved dissections to study anatomy. These studies, though crude, laid the foundation for modern medicine. Over the centuries, animal research has led to life-saving breakthroughs. The development of vaccines for diseases like polio and rabies relied heavily on animal testing. Animals were crucial in understanding how these diseases spread and how to prevent them. Insulin used to treat diabetes was discovered through research on dogs. This discovery has saved millions of lives. Organ transplantation, a complex procedure, was perfected using animal models. Without animal testing, many life-saving treatments would not exist. The use of animals in research has undoubtedly advanced medical knowledge. However, this progress has come at a cost, raising significant ethical questions about our treatment of animals.
Proponents of animal testing argue its continued necessity for several reasons. Animal models provide insights into human biology that are difficult to replicate otherwise. Animals often share similar physiological characteristics with humans. This makes them valuable for studying diseases and testing potential treatments. Moreover, animal testing allows researchers to study the long-term effects of drugs and treatments. This is crucial for ensuring both safety and efficacy before human trials. Animals provide a controlled environment for research. This control helps to isolate variables and ensure the reliability of results. Government regulations mandate rigorous testing on animals before new drugs or treatments can be approved for human use. These regulations are in place to protect the public from potentially harmful substances. While alternatives to animal testing are being developed, they often lack the complexity to fully replace animal models.
The use of animals in research is a highly debated topic, raising profound ethical concerns. Animal rights advocates argue that animals, like humans, can experience pain and suffering. Subjecting them to potentially painful experiments, they argue, is morally unacceptable. The confinement and stressful conditions of laboratory settings can negatively impact animal welfare. Critics of animal testing point to cases of animal cruelty in research facilities. These cases, though often isolated, raise concerns about the ethical treatment of animals. The use of primates in research is particularly controversial due to their high intelligence and social complexity. Many argue that the benefits of animal research do not justify the suffering inflicted on animals. The ethical debate is further complicated by the fact that animals cannot consent to participate in research. This raises questions about our moral obligations to creatures that cannot voice their own interests.
Section 4. Alternatives and their limitations. The ethical concerns surrounding animal testing have led to the development of alternatives. These alternatives aim to reduce the number of animals used in research and minimize their suffering. Computer models and simulations are increasingly sophisticated, allowing researchers to predict the effects of substances without using animals. In vitro testing, using cells or tissues grown in a laboratory, offers another alternative to animal testing. Human volunteers are crucial for certain types of research, particularly in understanding human psychology. Organs-on-a-chip technology mimics the functions of human organs and can be used for drug testing. Despite these advancements, alternatives to animal testing still have limitations. They often lack the complexity to fully mimic the intricate systems of a living organism. The development and validation of these alternatives can be time-consuming and expensive.
Section 5. Finding the balance, a shared future. The debate over animal testing presents a complex dilemma, balancing the need for scientific progress with the ethical treatment of animals. Finding a solution requires a nuanced approach that considers both sides of the argument. Reducing the number of animals used in research and refining experimental techniques to minimize their suffering are crucial steps. The development and implementation of alternative testing methods should be a priority. Increased funding for research into alternatives is essential to accelerate progress in this area. Open dialogue and collaboration between scientists, animal welfare advocates, and policymakers are crucial for finding common ground. Ultimately, the goal should be to transition towards a future where scientific advancements no longer come at the expense of animal welfare.
Section 6. A call for reflection. The issue of animal testing challenges us to confront fundamental questions about our relationship with other species. It compels us to consider the moral implications of our actions and the value we place on animal life. There are no easy answers, and each individual must grapple with the complexities of this issue. Educating ourselves about the realities of animal testing and the alternatives available is essential. Engaging in respectful dialogue and listening to diverse perspectives can help us navigate this challenging terrain. Ultimately, the future of animal testing depends on our collective willingness to find a more humane path forward. The choices we make today will determine the legacy we leave for future generations.